when we do our both hands underarm turn, you're doing a regular underarm turn with your feet. Okay, if we were facing our partner and we were doing an underarm turn, we would take our side step, he would cross in back, ladies would cross in front, and then we would recover to face partner, just like a standard underarm turn. The difference being, we're going to hold on to both hands while we're doing that. Both hands are going to go up in the air when we take that first step here. Now she's going to go under both arms, and you're not going to let go. So as he crosses in back, she crosses in front, and the arms will cross. When you recover back to face partner, now you've got your arms crossed. Open break, side, apart, recover. Then you're going to raise these arms, change sides underarm. So she's going under the arms, you're both going to step forward and immediately face partner. So this is a critical step, that you take that forward step and immediately turn to face. Step side and cross. So that's your change sides. And then you do your basic ending or whatever that happens to come next afterwards. But that little sequence you will find in a lot of the phase 5, 6 slow 2 steps. So underarm double, both hands underarm turn, slow, quick, quick. Open break, upside, apart, recover. Change sides underarm. Both step forward, turn, side, cross. And then you have your trailing foot free for some kind of an ending. Okay? So if you have a trailing foot free and you do a reverse underarm turn, make sure that you take your side step, you cross over, but remember that you're going to recover back here to face partner so that you're ready to go with a side step over here for whatever comes next, which happens in this case to be an open basic, side, behind, recover, side, behind, recover. Because if you don't do that recover step, your body flow is going the wrong way. So reverse underarm turn, open basic twice. Okay. To diagonal center is even better if you can get that far. So when you come across in front, you're going to come across and she's going to take a forward step into you. Okay? Now you're going to hook that right foot in back as the ladies take a forward step around. And now he's going to continue with just a little bit more rotation and just let his left heel drop back as she takes her third final step forward. So ladies, it's kind of like a backwards wing, because when we do a wing, we're doing forward, forward, forward. And in this right, traveling right turn, I'm doing forward, forward, forward. So I'm just doing the same kind of thing, except backwards. So he's going to come across, 1, 2. You fell over? What's your problem? You dizzy? Want to go around more times? So, traveling right turn, 2, 3. So he needs to be facing a line of dance, or line of dance and wall is even better. And then when we come out of that, he's going to go forward, I'm going to go back. My foot's already back there because I took my forward step and I left my foot back there. So then when we go into the outside roll, He's gonna go forward, I'm gonna go back onto that foot that's already there, outside roll, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's try each foot, you're also lunging with that arm.
I think most of these
So it's
figures we invented
lunge
they
basic
don't.
twice. Then you're gonna do a basic to close. Traveling right turn, outside roll. First thing, right off the docket. Okay? So let's get that. So it's the same move as we did after the both hands underarm turn, except we're gonna be in handshake. But it's the same move. Change places, underarm. We're both gonna step forward and turn, and side cross, blending to a closed position. Okay? So we're both gonna do that. We're in handshake position, change places underarm. 1, 2, 3. And we're blending to closed position at that point in time. Okay? Let's do that ronde. Because he has to lead that, and that's a hard thing that for men to realize, is that he is responsible for getting the lady to do her part of the Rudolph ronde. She's doing the ronde portion, but he's creating it. He's creating it with a forward lunge between her feet and a lifting action after he does the lunge. So he's gonna do a lunging action here, but if he just stops with a lunge, that's not telling me to do a ronde. So he has to do the lunge and then do a lifting action afterwards. So he's gonna take that forward step, but then he's gonna lift, which is gonna create my ronde. So his body rising after he does that lunge is my cue to do the ronde, okay? So he does a lunge and a lift, which is my Rudolph ronde cue. So it's 1. And then I'm gonna take 2 more steps because it's a Rudolph ronde lariat. So I did the Rudolph ronde. Now comes the lariat, which is 2 steps for the girls. 1, 2. Just so that I can get up alongside of her. Okay? So he is doing the lunge, forward lunge, like a right lunge for him, basically. Okay? So we're in closed position, facing center, and he's going to do a kind of a side and forward lunge down line of dance, creating my Rudolph ronde, and then he's gonna just kind of hold and turn as the ladies do the 2-step lariat. So it's gonna be slow, quick, quick. And that's the Rudolph ronde lariat. And we end up in left open position facing line of dance. Or reverse line of dance, pardon me. Reverse line of dance. Okay? So we do our Rudolph ronde lariat. We have a trailing foot free. Rudolph ronde lariat. Outside roll. And a basic ending. Okay, sweetheart runs. We're in this wrapped position, and we were on the same foot lead. So when we did our sweetheart runs, we did them with the same foot, left, and then the right. Now we're gonna do a switch so that we end up with the ladies on the other side of the man. He is going to do a normal switch. So if we were in half open position and we did a first measure of a switch, he would come clear across, and then he would take his 2 steps, right? That would be the normal way of doing a switch. That's exactly what he's gonna do on this sweetheart switch, okay? So the man's footwork doesn't change on the sweetheart switch. He's still gonna come across and go 2 steps down line. The difference being, we are in a wrapped position. Ladies have the same foot free as he does, and I have to end up over there, okay? So when he takes his first step across, I'm taking a step, but I'm kind of being a little post, just turning almost in place, because he needs to be able to get over here without me being in his way. So he's gonna turn, and I'm gonna take my step and turn almost in place. And then I'm gonna continue my turn, and as he takes his 2 steps, I'm on the other side of him. Okay? So it's called a sweetheart switch. He's switching, and we're switching places. So we're taking that first step as he's coming across. I'm taking a step almost in place and just kind of spinning on that foot. Now we both have a right foot free, so we're going to continue down the line it ends. 1, 2. Okay? So that's called a sweetheart switch. If you're facing just a little tiny bit out to the wall, it kind of gives you just a little bit of an edge. You don't have to be, but sometimes if you know it's coming, it makes it a little bit easier. So when you do the sweetheart runs in front of it. So when we do our sweetheart runs, left foot, 1, sweetheart runs, sweetheart switch, you're there. Ladies across to shadow walk, 1, 2, 3. So she's just going to take 3 little steps and get across to shadow. Okay? So let's